Welcome to Image Deco, where beautiful living meets intentional design. Today, we're diving into the serene and stylish world of Japanese-style tiny home offices, perfect for anyone seeking harmony, focus, and minimalist comfort in a compact space. If you love clean lines, natural materials, and peaceful productivity, this video is made just for you. You'll discover how to infuse your home office with Japanese aesthetics, including smart layouts, cozy textures, and Zen-inspired organization. Whether you're working from a tiny home, apartment, or just transforming a small corner, we'll show you how to create a calming space that sparks creativity without the clutter. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more home design inspiration, and share your favorite ideas in the comments below. Let's build your dream Japanese-style home office together. Japanese interior design is rooted in the principles of wabi-sabi, negative space, and an appreciation for natural imperfection. These philosophies guide the aesthetic of balance, subtle beauty, and simplicity in design. For your tiny home office, this means choosing clean-lined furniture, neutral tones, and incorporating space, not filling it. It's not about how much you have, but about how meaningfully each item contributes to your daily work life. Instead of visual noise, the space exudes calm and intention. Think soft, diffused lighting, an open desk area with no visual clutter, and materials like unfinished wood, linen, and bamboo. These not only look beautiful, but connect you back to nature, reinforcing the tranquil rhythm of the Japanese way of life. Even in a tight corner, the energy of simplicity will transform your workspace into a place of mindful focus and quiet motivation. One of the keys to designing a functional tiny home office in Japanese style is efficiency through layout. Japanese interiors often make use of modular spaces, where furniture can serve multiple purposes. A foldable desk that doubles as a writing and tea table, or built-in shelves that maximize vertical space, can create room to breathe while still keeping all your essentials at hand. In a narrow nook or small room, position your desk by the window to let in natural light and reduce the need for artificial lighting. Sliding doors, like shoji screens, offer flexibility and privacy without taking up space, creating the illusion of a larger area. With a layout designed around your flow, how you move, think, and rest, your home office becomes more than a working space. It becomes a tiny haven where clarity and inspiration flourish. Japanese-style interiors thrive on natural elements that invite a sense of grounded comfort. Materials like wood, bamboo, paper, and stone are the backbone of this design approach. For your tiny home office, start with a light wood desk, think birch or pine, and complement it with linen or cotton seat cushions. Introduce a tatami mat or woven rug underfoot for added warmth and textural contrast. Use stone or ceramic trays to store small office supplies or tea utensils. These humble details not only elevate the sensory experience, but foster connection with the elements, earth, wind, and water. You can also introduce texture through washi, handmade paper, art, rattan baskets, and soft cotton curtains. The tactile variety balances the simplicity of the space and reminds you to stay present, focused, and inspired, even in a digital workflow. Japanese-style interiors thrive on natural elements that invite a sense of grounded comfort. Materials like wood, bamboo, paper, and stone are the backbone of this design approach. For your tiny home office, start with a light wood desk, think birch or pine, and complement it with linen or cotton seat cushions. Introduce a tatami mat or woven rug underfoot for added warmth and textural contrast. Use stone or ceramic trays to store small office supplies or tea utensils. These humble details not only elevate the sensory experience, but foster connection with the elements, earth, wind, and water. You can also introduce texture through washi, handmade paper, art, rattan baskets, and soft cotton curtains. The tactile variety balances the simplicity of the space and reminds you to stay present, focused, and inspired, even in a digital workflow. Color plays a crucial role in setting the tone of your tiny Japanese home office. Stick to a neutral and earthy palette, creamy whites, soft taupes, warm woods, muted grays, and touches of green from plants or decor. These colors work in harmony to soften your senses and remove distractions, helping you stay productive and calm. Accents like indigo textiles or black ceramic accessories can provide contrast without overpowering the space. The key is restraint, choosing a few colors that work together naturally. If your walls are white, bring warmth with a wood desk and natural fiber decor. If you have a darker floor, opt for lighter furnishings to balance the visual weight. Add 1 or 2 traditional art prints or a Japanese calligraphy scroll for a subtle cultural reference. Through thoughtful color selection, your space becomes not just visually cohesive, but emotionally grounding. Lighting in a Japanese-inspired tiny home office should mimic natural rhythms. During the day, allow sunlight to flow in through windows with light-filtering curtains. At night, swap out harsh overhead lights for soft, diffused lamps made of rice paper, fabric, or frosted glass. Floor lanterns or tabletop lamps with wooden bases not only offer function but act as art pieces. Layering light, from a desk lamp to ambient corner lights, creates depth in a small space and enhances mood. Candles or a subtle incense burner can add warmth and ritual to your work routine. Japanese design embraces the beauty of shadows and gradients, making lighting an integral part of spatial experience. By illuminating only what's necessary, you create a cocoon of calm, perfect for reading, writing, or zoning into a deep creative flow. Decor in a Japanese-style home office should always be intentional. Less is more, but every item should speak to purpose or peace. Introduce bonsai plants, a small Zen garden, or a ceramic tea set to invite mindfulness into your workflow. A hanging kakujiku, scroll, with Japanese calligraphy or poetry can set the emotional tone of the space. Choose handmade pottery or simple wood carvings to decorate your shelves. Avoid anything too loud or trendy. This is a space of timeless balance. If you love scent, a single stick of sandalwood incense in a minimalist holder can signal the start of your workday. These small but powerful cultural touches make your workspace feel curated, sacred, and uniquely yours, fusing beauty, tradition, and productivity in harmony. Japanese organization is built around the idea that a place exists for everything, and everything must be returned to its place. For your tiny office, that means modular storage, hidden compartments, and vertical solutions. Use floating shelves, pegboards, or multi-compartment drawer units made of wood or bamboo. Keep cables out of sight with cable organizers or boxes that blend with your decor. Label storage bins in Japanese-style handwriting or minimalist script for aesthetic cohesion. Make use of trays to contain clutter and use small drawer dividers to keep supplies tidy. Consider a rolling cart that can be tucked away after work hours. The goal is to reduce friction and create a seamless experience that supports your mental clarity. When everything is organized with purpose, the result is a tiny space that feels open, efficient, and deeply nurturing. A Japanese-inspired tiny home office is more than a design statement. It's a commitment to intentional living and focused productivity. Through natural materials, simple forms, thoughtful layouts, and harmonious color palettes, you can turn even the smallest nook into a Zen workspace that nurtures both creativity and well-being. Whether you're a student, creative professional, or remote worker, this cozy space will support your flow while offering daily moments of calm. Thank you for joining us on this journey to design your dream home office with a Japanese twist. If you found inspiration in today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe to Image Deco, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear how you're bringing Japanese design into your own space. Until next time, keep creating beautiful spaces that reflect who you truly are.